This lip color isn't a summer color, but it slays all the same. This summer, I want to feel light and invigorated and excited. I want to work on cultivating joy and happiness and really work on nourishing myself and growth. To me, this looks like self-improvement, books that make me giddy, summer night readings, and satiating my curiosity.
I got it like that. Yeah, I got it like that. I got it like that. Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that.
My name is Aaliyah Zealous. I am a dark fantasy self-published author. I have about 6 or 7 works out currently, and the time has come. It's finally time to do a summer book challenge. My last book challenge was for spring, and it was called Healing Through Literature Inner Child Edition. So it only felt fitting for this summer challenge to be an invigorating and carefree summer book challenge, Young Adult Edition. I'm thinking about continuing to call this overall segment of book challenges Healing Through Literature, because I feel like literature is healing, and each book challenge or task is meant to fulfill and nourish a need that a good book can provide. Like I did my other book challenge, I sat and journaled about this book challenge. What was it that I wanted to feel? What was it that I wanted to experience? What was it that I wanted to explore during this book challenge? And here are some things that I came up with. So on our invigorating and carefree summer book challenge, Healing Through Literature Young Adult Edition, we have read a book that cultivates happiness and joy, read a comical novel with hilarious characters, a wholesome young adult summer romance that makes you giddy, bonus points if it includes the main character taking a trip abroad to the love interest, read an intricate summer night murder mystery. And with this, I was thinking more so Oriental Express vibes, which I'm also excited for. I don't have a book for that yet. I haven't picked out a book that I want to read for that particular task, but I'm excited to find one. A book that piques my spiritual curiosity, read Out in the Sun, and a book that makes you see life from a new and brighter perspective. As you can see, I kind of cut down on the tasks, on the challenges on this particular book challenge, because the last one I could not finish because there wasn't enough spring season to read all of the books that would check off the boxes on that list. So I cut this one down to 7. Hopefully summer is enough time to finish 7 books, or at least books that include... That's my niece. She's also excited for this summer book challenge. So I'm not gonna lie, and I always do this, but there was one specific book that actually influenced the direction of this book challenge, and that is The Courage to Be Happy by Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga. I read the first book, The Courage to Be Disliked, and it was so transformative for me that I was hoping and wondering if this book would do the same. I haven't done an in-depth review of The Courage to Be Disliked. I think that I have done a mini review maybe on my TikTok and my Instagram, but if you'd like to see an in-depth review, I would love to read that book again and do a more in-depth review on my thoughts and the things that I learned and what I found was most impactful about the book. So to start off my summer book challenge, I am going to check off the first box on my list, which is read a book that cultivates happiness and joy with The Courage to Be Happy. On the back of this book, it talks about reconnecting with your true self and experiencing true happiness. It goes on to say it can be read on its own or as a companion to the best-selling first book. The Courage to Be Happy reveals a bold new way of thinking and living, empowering you to let go of the shackles of past trauma and the expectations of others, and to use this freedom to create the life you truly desire. Plain spoken yet profoundly moving, reading The Courage to Be Happy will light a torch with the power to illuminate your life and brighten the world as we know it. Discover the courage to choose happiness. This has actually been on my reading list for a long time, so I was really happy to finally get to it and snatch this up, especially since it was only $2 and a couple cents on Kindle. So I gobbled it up right away. And they made it that price because they wanted it to be accessible for people who read the first book, which I really appreciate. I really appreciate just that extra forethought. It makes the books seem bigger than just buying the books. It makes it seem more so about spreading the knowledge that is within the books. Since my first challenge was so much so focused on fantasy and fiction, which I love, now I've been craving more grounded and lighthearted literature. Something good for my mental and emotional. And light. I'm really focused on light this summer. I'm packing light. And with this book, I actually have some questions. And I'm hoping that after reading this book, I will have these answers. So I'm wondering if I will discover a bold new way of thinking and living. Will I actually be happier? Will I feel empowered to let go of past trauma and the expectation of others? And will I have tangible tools that I can implement to actually create the life that I desire? So I am so excited for this challenge, especially this book in particular, The Courage to Be Happy. I think it's a great new read to start off the summer, and it's giving me all the summer vibes already. So if you want to join me on this invigorating and carefree summer book challenge, the template for my challenge will be in the description box below for free for you to download. And if you want to see how my spring book challenge went, Inner Child edition, you can check out this playlist. I'll see you there. Did it transfer? It did. Bye.
I look like a bag of money I'm on. They wanna know what I'm on. Got diamonds dancing on my neck. That is the vibe I'm on. Drip way too lit. Who gon' check? You can tell me none. Boss mode in effect, and my money